Hey YouTube, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and also make sure you check out my website, daytradingfearless.com, for our weekly trade zones for the S&P E-mini futures, and also make sure you check out my Patreon page. We just closed out 4 winners today on options. So we went 4 for 4 within the last couple weeks on the options. You can find that at patreon.com/Day Trading Fearless. It's only $8 per month. So as always, let's jump right into it, and let's take a look at the S&P E-mini futures. So last week I said I was looking for more upside, probably more than likely, with the overall market. We actually got it, so I'm gonna say that was a win. We did make brand new highs, but then we kind of gave up and had a massive reversal day in the S&P E-mini futures, which is, if you guys follow me all the time, what candle pattern is this? The bearish engulfment. Look for more downside. The market is falling down this week, I believe. We might bounce in the early part of the week, but if we kind of look at even all this down here, okay, nice divergence, making new highs, making lower highs on the RSI. Overall, this entire massive picture is just one big divergence. As you could see, we're really not making new highs. We'll make a new high, reverse, make a new high, reverse. And I think certain things are starting to fundamentally change in this market. I think inflation's starting to hit. As we reopen, it's kind of like, show me what's going on now. What exactly do you have for me today? You're only as good as your last trade, right? We say in the stock market, well, it's kind of the same thing with the economy, right? With the stock market attached is, okay, things aren't going up anymore. Things are like what carried us up here: Apple, Amazon, Peloton, Zoom. All those trades are really no longer there. They're all kind of falling apart. And with that being said, the market just feels weak to me personally. Now, with that being said, I actually think we may bounce a little higher, retrace up a little bit, maybe get back up, retest this 39.20 level, but then kind of continue lower, or we might just gap down Friday and keep going. My first target is going to be the 50, around 38.35 to the downside. Okay, and then my second major target are these lows right around the 37, we'll say 15 level. Now, if we lose these, because remember, we had the trend line like this, and then what happened was we kind of breached it, ran back up. Well, now we're kind of sitting on this trend line again, but on the bigger picture, we just have a massive rising wedge up here too, right? If we kind of go from here to here, let's get rid of this guy, okay? We actually have a rising wedge with divergence, with just certain things, weakness in the market. I've been calling for 4,000 all year. If you guys go back, it's all verifiable on my New Year's watch list for kind of right when the year started. I said I had a target of 4,000, and then kind of have trouble. We actually got there at 39.75, we'll call it close enough, right? So if we lose the 50, which is this line, if we then lose this low, I think our next level is 35.50. And the more and more inflation creeps in, rates keep going up, interest rates, I think the market's going to fall. So that's my take on the market. So this week, maybe a bounce up if we don't gap lower, and then kind of a continuation lower this week. Let's take a look at SPY. Exactly the same exact thing. Okay, kind of we're in the waterfall right here. Maybe again a little bounce up on SPY, maybe around 39.50, maybe even 3950 to 391 even. Okay, and then kind of fall. If we lose the 373, watch out below. This is kind of my bigger ultimate target. I think the S&P needs to pull back for a nice, decent, healthy market to about the 3,500 level, 3,550. Even 3,600, that will give us about a 10% correction from high to low, okay, for this pullback. I hope it happens, and the reason I say that is because it gives us all buying opportunities on kind of buy the dip. So that's what's going on there. Crude oil, I called this last week. I said keep an eye out, divergent, and then fail, right? So that's exactly what happened this week. Really failed, came right down to the 50 period. And also, essentially, these lows, what was resistance becomes support. We will see, again, maybe it bounce back up, but maybe lead a little bit lower. My ultimate target would be probably this 52.75 level right here on crude oil. But again, if the market speed picks up, things start to change in the market, watch the 200. That's always a good bet for a bounce. But that's my call there. Bitcoin/BTC. So last week, I kind of was calling for this M pattern, double top. I'm still going to say it. We have divergence, even more divergence now from here to here, here to here. Okay, let's kind of clean up this chart real quick, right? Just this divergence is from here to here. Okay, we keep getting these divergences. So Bitcoin, I feel it's a little tired. I think Bitcoin has to fall. Sorry, not has to, should fall for a good correction. I would love to see Bitcoin get back down to about the 4,000, even to the 3,500 is 35,000 level. So, sorry, the 40,000 and 35,000 level. I kind of like Bitcoin at those levels for a potential bounce, but doesn't mean we're going to get there in 2 or 3 days. Just leave those bigger picture. GLD, gold. Again, kind of potential bear flag. Really, gold's not doing anything. Here's our flag. I'm still watching for this 150. Now it's probably going to be around the 153, 154 level for a bounce. So if the market does really sell off and everything sells, if you start seeing Bitcoin sell, you'll probably see gold sell too. SLV, silver, stuck in the mud. Flip a coin, but again, if gold sells, probably silver will sell off too. Couple stocks. Let's take a look real quick at Boeing, because I called this last week. Again, verifiable. I said I like the 275, 276 level on Boeing. Last week, it was this level. Look at this, kind of ran right to it, and then we had a nice pullback of about 20 bucks. I said I'd only be looking for maybe a couple dollars scalp on it, but guess what? That was the high and started and had a nice, decent pullback. This week, trade's over. There's really nothing here. Maybe around the I want to know something. Be on the safe side, 2.25, but that's it on Boeing. Just want to kind of give you guys a heads up on that. Apple, bear flag, okay. We potentially might be breaking down from this bear flag. Again, 115 to 110 level. I really like anything below. I would love to see Apple at 105 to be a buyer of it for longer term. But with that being said, we will see. But I think this week, if the market does roll over, Apple will too. Tesla, watch Tesla, kind of came down, shoulder, head, shoulder, inverse head and shoulders, but I don't know if it's going to play out or not. We will have to wait and see if this pattern plays out. But definitely if it falls back down I'm still kind of really watching this 500 level. I will nibble again. I kind of nibbled here on this downfall, sold up here. So it's one of those things where if we do get down, maybe get a lower low with divergence, very important, right around this 500, I will like Tesla. And then finally, let's take a look at one more stock, and that stock is going to be JP Morgan. Actually, let's do two. JP Morgan, massive reversal day. If you guys go back, look at my weekly watch list, go back, look at my videos. I talk about a abandoned baby. Look at this, nice abandoned baby with a reversal candle of all candles, right? Doji, almost a gravestone doji. So I kind of like JP Morgan to the downside. You could play it knowing if we break above this high, trade, we're wrong, move on. But I like the risk reward, right? We're about 156 right now where we closed on Friday. And the high's 162, we'll call it. Okay, about $6 or $7. I think 143, the 50, maybe even come down and try and fill this gap. The lower of this double distribution, or sorry, of the market profile of this distribution. So that's what I like. I kind of like a JP Morgan to the downside on any bounce. Even if we do bounce 158, I like it with limit. Just know where your stop is. Again, none of this is trade advice, just all educational purposes. I'm some dude on YouTube. Just have to let that know. Let you all know that. But finally, XLF. If you want to be a little safer, look at XLF. Okay, kind of not a gravestone doji up here, but still a reversal with divergence. Okay, trust me, divergences work amazing. Okay, it's just you gotta be patient when they do happen. Sometimes they'll bounce and all that. Know exactly what you're trading, how to trade them. But I actually wouldn't mind seeing this back down to the 32 level, right? So you're maybe risking about 1.5 for 2 points to the downside. But as always, thank you for watching my videos. I hope these help you guys. Let me know if there's stocks you guys want me to add for next week, things like that. Just leave them down below in the comments. Also, there are links down below for my website and all that. But as always, thank you. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.